What's up, curious folks? Today we'll be learning about amplitude modulation in electronics. It's part of your course, which is called Communication Networks. Screw it.
No daylight. I haven't seen the sun in a while.
Okay, so recently I hit 100,000 subscribers, which is quite a big deal for me because I'm really surprised. How did 100,000 people click on the subscribe button to watch a video made by a nerd like me? It's quite surprising, but I think it's kind of cool. And a lot of my friends were like, oh dude, you have so much money. I think you might have made a lot of money off YouTube, which is absolutely not true. I did not make much money off YouTube anyway. Now the reason is, it's YouTube India, right? YouTube India does not pay you a lot. Now, एक बार reason बता देता हूँ why YouTube does not pay you as much in India as if you compare to some other country like US or Europe, ठीक है? The thing is, in India, purchasing power of people is very low. Per capita income is $2,000. So what that means is, most people, majority of Indians, cannot afford online services. तो कोई भी ad आता है, तो mostly people would not buy stuff, right? And because of that, advertisers do not spend a lot of money on YouTube, and therefore YouTube does not pay a lot of money to creators. I hope I'm making sense over there. But in a country like US, where people have, the annual income of people is over $40,000 a year. So that's the average per capita income. So people can afford a lot of extra things, and therefore they can buy a lot of online things, and that's why advertisers pour more money into YouTube US, and therefore YouTube pays a lot to creators. And that's the reason why there's a huge difference in how much YouTubers in India get paid versus how much YouTubers in the US get paid. So even if you have a YouTuber in India with the same amount of subscribers and same amount of views, the amount that the US YouTuber would be getting paid would be like disproportionately higher, in some cases even 10 times higher than their Indian counterpart. So with that said, let me just quickly show you how the dashboard looks like. I haven't made a lot. I think over the past 1 year, I made like over 2 lakhs, which is fine enough, I guess. But that's not the point of today's video. In today's video, I'm going to tell you that if you're a creator, then how can you actually monetize your content creation skills, right? I'm going to be sharing you 4 different ways through which you can earn money apart from the YouTube AdSense money that you get. Ad money is very unpredictable, so even if you're a budding content creator, do not depend on that. It wouldn't be a lot anyway, so try having multiple sources of income. So no matter what job you're doing, no matter what internship you're doing, no matter if you're a student or a professional, always try having multiple streams of income. It's always better, so that even if one stream of income stops, you have other income streams to help you sustain. The number one thing that I think is helping a lot of creators is adjacent platforms like Unacademy. Now trust me, I know so many, if you go to the education space on YouTube, there are so many YouTubers who work for platforms like Unacademy. Now there are other tech companies like Vedantu and a bunch of these. I know a lot of them who work for these guys, and platforms like Unacademy pay way higher than what YouTube pays. So you can see folks like Sachin Rana, Aman Dattarwal, them and a bunch of other YouTubers, right, teaching on Unacademy because it pays you way higher, and plus it's a good learning platform as well. So it is not sponsored, I'm just telling you. So there are a bunch of other platforms like Graphy, there's one called Podia, there's one called Teachable. So there are other ways of sort of monetizing your knowledge. The second major income source, which I think is incredible, is launching their own products, right? David Dobrik launched David Dobrik Perfume. He launched puzzles. He launched his own merchandise, which is just incredible. He even launched his own company called Dispo, which is valued at over $250 million, which is just incredible. And therefore, I think because these guys have such access to such large distribution channels, launching their own products could also make a lot of sense. Even this guy, Mr. Beast, he launched his own chain, which is just incredible. Like something that competes with McDonald's or Domino's. You can launch like a countrywide pizza chain. That's the amount of power that these guys have. So with the brand that they've built and the credibility they've built, they can also launch their own products. So if you think you can provide something very valuable that people are wishing to have, then go ahead and launch that as well. Now the third way is called direct to your audience. Now there are a couple of platforms like Tag Mango. There's a platform called Patreon, which is now valued at over $1 billion. And these platforms allow viewers to directly help and support artists or content creators. Now what that means is, for example, if I'm a musician, I'm a guitarist. As you know, musicians in India, I don't think they get paid a lot, especially the ones who play on YouTube, right? But what if you're a hardcore fan of that musician and you really want to help them earn a living by doing what they love? you can maybe sponsor say 1,000 rupees or 10,000 rupees or 100 rupees every single month and help them earn a recurring revenue so that they can do what they love and keep performing on YouTube, right? While not worrying about money. So these platforms allow creators to do that. So if you're a creator who's maybe in the music space, or even if you're in the education space, whatever space, you can take that route as well. There are a bunch of podcasts. I think in the US there's a podcast which gets paid over $25,000 through Patreon itself. So every month they get paid $25,000. The audience themselves support. So these guys don't have to worry about acha abhi खाने के लिए क्या करूँगा, how will I pay my rent by doing YouTube, because they know that there are few trusted audiences who really help them sustain their lifestyle and help them make content. So I like this concept. Patreon has really democratized it. And Tag Mango, it's an Indian startup. What they do is, creators can offer some services in exchange for a small amount of money. So if you want to have a one-on-one call with your favorite creator, you can pay like say 100, 500 rupees and get a one-on-one call. So this helps a creator keep doing what he or she wants to do, and you as a fan can actually go and interact and get advantage of certain perks. Alright, the fourth one is brand associations. Now there are so many brands out there which want creators to make content for them. There are so many brands which want people to promote their brand through content creation. As I've told you before that Facebook and Google ads are kind of boring. No one really looks at ads, especially people in India. But if you look at some YouTubers ad, for example, a YouTuber promoting things, YouTuber has your attention. The YouTuber can really help propagate the brand's ideas. So if I want to promote this laptop, I can just be like, hey, this is the most amazing laptop I've seen. I can do a review maybe, and then eventually be like, acha, Apple kharido, and then get paid by Apple. So I think a lot of these brands are looking for creative ways of promoting products. Facebook ads and Google ads are really boring, so they want something more creative. I think this guy Samay Raina did one chess competition where they were sponsored by companies like Fast Track. So these companies would heavily pour in money, and then they can help these creators create content, create competitions, create awesome content online, and at the same time get to the audience, right? It helps them have a much better brand image as well. So I think brand associations with content creators is something huge. It's gonna become huge in the future as well. So make sure that you get associated with brands if you aren't starting your own thing, right? So have long-term relationships with other brands. I know so many people who have brand associations with companies like Unacademy, Vedantu, and then you have other companies, cool companies like Fast Track, and then there's a company called Masai School, Newton School. A couple of them have brand associations with people. David Dobrik had this brand association with a company called SeatGeek, and SeatGeek just blew up. Its sales just blew up once David Dobrik started promoting it. So that's there. By the way, talking of David Dobrik, I know he's going through controversies and all, but I'm not going to go into that, but I'm just talking about him in general, what he has done in the past. With that, I think you guys got a pretty much good idea about how content creation works and what are some of the ways of creator monetization. But at the same time, I would say do not aim to become a content creator. I think a couple of days back, Varun Maya was saying no one can become like a full-time content creator, right? You need to have a side job in most cases. There are very few people who can take up content creation as their full-time job. So always have like a main track and try doing this on the side, because only then it's very fun. If you do this full-time, then it just kind of becomes boring. So I would say do something full-time and do YouTube as a part of it. You do YouTube because you're frustrated, because you want to just get out there and make videos, and it's just part of your hobby. If you do it full-time, might get boring. I'm not sure. If I were to do this full-time, I would definitely get bored. So that's my take on it. Do let me know, what do you guys think of it? Have you seen any content creators monetize their content in some other way? If yes, then do let us know in the comment section down below. Let's talk about making money. Let's talk about how the economy works. Let's talk about things that involve money, because that's something very opaque. A lot of people don't talk about it, but I feel that learning about how to make money is super important, and everyone should know how people are making money. So do put it in the comment section down below. People might read your comments and get benefited, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.